All right, what's up, guys? I'll wait a few seconds for everyone to get in here. All right, how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Let's see, we'll do a, we'll set that up later. All right, so let's start in the daily here. Start in the daily. So obviously we had a very bullish, very bullish day, right? So if you guys got long, you guys probably did at least decent. I did all right. I did all right this morning. I was green on my live accounts, and then on my funded accounts, I was slightly red, like 0.6 R red. I did get stopped out on this wick right here, then I did re-enter and I got a little bit of it back. Obviously hindsight, I should have held, but a live account was green, so that was good. But yeah, so for Asia, also the orb for value gap indicator did very good as well. So the orb for value gap indicator, you can see right here, swept orb, right? Tapped into this 5-minute gap, and then you got the inversion, or ran all the way back down here, right? So pretty solid, pretty solid signal from the orb indicator. If you guys do want that, it's completely free. All you got to do to get it, join the Discord, and then the link's right in there. Here it is right here, though. But yeah, let's see what's going on right now. So obviously, we are tapping into this 4-hour gap that we were tapping into this 4-hour gap that we were looking at. So let's see, we do have this high up here as well. So that's kind of our next area. We'll just call this, we'll call it buy side. So buy side right there. We will do an Apex giveaway today at 35 likes. So Apex giveaway will be at 35 likes, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that giveaway. Let's see. There we go. Boom. Alrighty. Yeah, so tapping into this 4-hour gap, obviously we did close up above that CE, the consequent encroachment of the gap. Let's drop down to the 4-hour right here. We do have this 4-hour gap right here being drawn. Let me go turn this off just for now, make it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, we do have this right here. We do have this 4-hour gap, which we did kind of tap into already, right here. One second, guys. Let me fix this right here. So yeah, we did tap into this 4-hour gap right here with Charles. What's up, Charles? How's it going? Yeah, let me do this real quick. Just like this. Don't really need that right now. Don't need that. Just gotta kind of clean up the chart. Yeah, so 4-hour gap. Drop down to the 1 hour. What do we have? What do we have here? Just still cleaning it up. Yeah, so you can see we kind of just barely dipped into that gap. We are pushing up right now. Let's look at the 15-minute. Going good. Very nice. Very nice. Good to hear. On the 30-minute. On the 15-minute right here, we did inverse a 15-minute gap just now on this candle right here, this previous candle. We do have a 15-minute gap right there. Right now I'm just doing my kind of top-down analysis, just going through all the time frames, just kind of understand what's going on. So we did tap into this 4-hour gap. We did push off of it. Are we going to just absolutely just rip up off of that, or do we want lower? I don't know. Market Shark, what's up? How's it going? We did tap back into that inversion right there, so Drop down to the 5 minute, see what's going on there. We do have a 5 minute fair value gap. Okay, we do have a 1 minute inversion right there. Or sorry, 5 minute inversion. Here's the 1 minute time frame. Let's see. Yeah, tapped into the gap. No real fair value gaps there yet. Yeah, no gaps yet. So do have a 1 minute gap right here as well. So that right there. And then we'll do a, where goes that? Yeah, so we are going to do a giveaway today at 35 likes, Apex giveaway for any account size. Oh, by the way, Apex 80% off does end tonight. So if you guys do want to grab some accounts, you can use this code right here, GC Trading, to get you 80% off. You know, lately, delivery has not been really great during the Asia session, at least during the time that I stream. And you can see right here, we're kind of like, I mean, you know, we did have this little push up. We are consolidated right now, so we will see kind of what happens here. What's up, RZ? How's it going? Obviously, you know, I've been bullish for the last few weeks now. I've been bullish for a long time, pretty much since like down here. I've been bullish, and we're almost back at all-time highs now. So that's, you know, that's great. Obviously, yeah. I mean, 34% run, like that's insane. So let's check the 1 minute. You know, what's everyone's bias today? What are you guys looking for here? You guys have like a specific, you know, play you guys want to see, or like any type of, like right now, like I'm just gonna say bullish. You know, like I'm bullish. There's not really anything that I want to see right now. You know, like I don't have anything planned out. I do have a, you know, session high. No, never mind. That's yesterday's high right there, which is technically today, you know. So we are consolidating right here. RZ says done for the night. Got a nice short off the 15. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, you know, just kind of holding this right here. Yesterday's high. You know, I feel like we'll take out yesterday's high. Yeah, no, it's like it's consolidating right here. Yesterday's high is pretty close. You know, I think we will want to take it out sometime tonight. It's only 21 points away, right? So, you know, obviously here's, you know, this morning right here. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if you were like super bullish, the area to get long would have been probably on, like, honestly, this 1 minute, I would say, yeah, I mean, like, I would say like right here on this candle closure, do something like that. I'm not in right now. So when it reaches all-time highs, what do you think will happen? Keep going up. Yeah. Like I think we're gonna have a pretty bullish year. I think we're gonna have a pretty bullish year. I mean, you know, like that doesn't mean we can't, like, you know, do this, you know, but I think overall, you know, just look at the past, right? It's pretty obvious. But yeah, like, no, like I don't think we're gonna just slam back down here. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll be very shocked. You know, we might kind of like do this, take like a breather. We might consolidate here for a little bit, you know, but then eventually maybe pull back a little bit more. but eventually, you know, bullish. So right now, you know, I guess our draw liquidity is yesterday's high, which is technically, it's just, you know, New York high, you know, New York PM high, which is this right here, which is today's high. So yeah. You know, do I think, I don't know if delivery's there, you know, I don't think delivery's there at all. So, you know, I don't know if I will take a trade. Like if I start seeing like a bunch of movement going on, I start seeing something happen. Yeah, you know, like I'll take it for sure. But you guys know how I trade. I like to be very patient, especially during New York AM, which that's where I do most of my trading. Is the New York AM session. So if you guys do want to join that, you guys can join the Discord. It's free. I stream in there during 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when I start. So we do have this fair value gap right here. Let's see what happens. See if we hold that. Yeah. Now here's the thing. So like, let's say we do start slamming down here. Like, you know, let's say we start slamming down through this right here, and we start slamming down through this one. If we inverse this gap right here with crazy acceleration, I will probably get short right here. I'll probably get short right there, and I'll probably look for at least these lows. And then maybe I'll try to hold something to like this CE. But that's if we just start slamming down like crazy. But I think there's a very, very good chance that we just continue higher towards yesterday's high. You know, like I'm not saying like we're going down here for sure. I'm saying that if that happens, if this happens, then we can look for that. But so far we're inversing bearish fair value gaps and we're holding bullish ones, so that's obviously bullish. So I think there's a good chance we do this. Just kind of get our way up there. So so yeah, but price is very, very, very slow right now. We can see, you know, like this candle right here is 3 points. So yeah. By the way, guys, I am working on a really cool indicator. It doesn't really like indicate like anything like on the chart. I mean, it's more of a tool. It's a contract calculator. So like, you know, how many times are you there like trying to calculate, you know, the size of your stop and the contract, how many contracts you need to take, you know, to risk X amount of dollars, right? Well, I'm building I already have it, but I'm building an indicator. I'm working on an indicator that that does that for you. So I'm working on an indicator that does that calculates all that for you. So that'll be really cool, and it'll be free as well. So I do not like this song. I gotta take this song out of the playlist. Yeah, right now price is not doing anything. Look at this. I mean, we haven't moved in a while. Oh, there we go. Kind of ticked up a little bit. I mean, like, should I start this? Like, should I start the Asia stream earlier? Like, would that be better? You know, at like, let me see when could I start it? I could do like. I could do it like right at open, maybe. I could do it right at open. I don't know. I feel like the stream time's kind of weird. You know, like when price is kind of dying out. Let me go look at something. Let me look at yesterday, like what happened after. Let's see, so there's that. Okay. Yeah, here. So we were streaming around here. We got off. You know, like what if we started streaming like right here? I mean, here was this nice drop right here. Let's just stream at like midnight. Midnight stream, guys. Should I do like a 24-hour day trading stream? That would be funny. You know, I wonder if someone's done that. A 24-hour day trading stream. That would be hilarious. Just maybe have like one Apex account and just see what I could do with it. 24 hours. I mean, like it would lead to over trading and I would probably blow it, but that would be funny. No, I like me, you know, I get one trade in the session and I'm done. I get one trade in the session and then I'm done. So it's like I would take my trade probably in the first 2 hours, and then I'll just sit there for the next 22 hours. So like, you know, I'm not the one to just like start going nuts on the chart. Yeah, so you know, like I said, you know, if we start slamming down hard through this gap and we inverse it, then I'll look for this. I'll look for these lows and then this CE right here. Yo, wait, why do I have two gaps here? What are they? Oh yeah, I see. Okay, cool. So that. Yeah. I would look for that 4-hour CE right there. Is this like a 5-minute gap? Is this 2 minute? Yeah, this is 2 minute gap. So we went to the tick of this 2 minute gap right here. To the tick right there. You know, right now we're just chopping around. Like it seems like this always happens. Right when we hop on, it just dies out. And then it kind of has like a little like push, and then like we get into like a trade, and then just like that's during Asia. You know, that's obviously during Asia. During New York, like that's why I like New York a lot more. That's why I use a lot more size, a lot more accounts during New York session. Is because just there's more movement. You know, I'm not sitting in a trade for an hour and a half when the ATR is, you know, under 10. So it's like. Price has not done anything, guys. Price has not done anything. Still just in this kind of area right here. I got some awesome updates coming in on the orb fair value gap indicator, guys. I got some awesome updates. I don't really want to say what they are, but like there's so many, like I don't even know, like should I just like release it all at once, or should I kind of like do like bits, like, you know, release this and that, then release that, and then, you know, because like I have like multiple things that I want to do with this. Wolf shirt says yes. RZ, I'm trying my best to stop after one. Yeah. Amelia, you ever trade London session or just New York and Asia? No, I don't trade London. I just trade mainly New York, and then I dabble in Asia. So says all at once so we can test. Yeah. Because like, you know, right now it's kind of like a reversal, right? It catches that reversal. I'm going to add a where it goes with the trend as well, like the breakouts, like with the trend. Obviously, it's going to be ICT stuff too, and I got even more, you know, that I'm going to add to as well. But yeah, let's see, what are we doing here? Okay, so you know, like I said, if we start slamming down through this, I'll get short, right? That's kind of really the only thing I'm looking at right now. I'm not seeing anything great that I would like to trade, right? Like, I mean, if like I had to get into a trade in the next 2 minutes, like I guess if we inverse this, you know, right there. But again, you know, like there's no delivery, right? Like there's no delivery. There's no delivery. So it's like, you know, why even? Which I do think there's a good chance that we will get up there. So like that would be an area to get in, but which would be better, trade London or Asia if you missed NY? I would say, I mean, like I like NY, you know. I don't have much experience with London just because that's like the middle of the night, pretty much, you know, very, very early. I would say London. Like, I would say if you can't trade NY and I had to choose New York or Asia, or London or Asia, I would probably choose London. But it's you know, it's just like right in the middle of it's like that's when I'm sleeping. Like that's when everyone's sleeping, you know. So it's pretty much overnight. So I haven't traded that much, obviously. I have a few times. I used to have this strategy, like this was like years ago, and I mean, and it was for London. It was ridiculous. Like I would just sit there for like hours, just staring at the screen. Did your team win the Stanley Cup? My team did not win the Stanley Cup. I wanted Edmonton to win the cup. Edmonton did not win the cup. All right, maybe I'll try something here. This is let me check the ES version. Yeah. Nah. I'll be patient. Yeah, like this wouldn't be bad. This would not be bad. But I just don't, you know, I don't think the delivery's that great right now. So it's like, why even like try to trade? Here, guys, what audio is better? This one, like the first. Okay, so like this is like the first audio test, right? Or is this better right here? This is the second one. Which one's better? If there's overlapping gaps, multiple, how do you determine which to draw out and trade? If there's overlapping gaps, do you mean on like on like different time frames? Like you got like a 5-minute gap, same. All right. You mean like, you know, you got a 15-minute with a 5-minute and then a 1-minute? Sounds the same. Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. Yeah, different time frames. if it's an inversion, most of the time I like to go for the higher time frame one. The higher time frame one's always, you know, it's always most of the time I would say it's gonna be stronger. So like, you know, let's say we have like something like this, and we have a 1 minute inversion like right here, but then like let's say we have like a 5 minute inversion like, you know, like right here. So like let's say this is 5 minute, and let's say this is like 1 minute, right? If we inverse this 1 minute, like I would be very, very cautious to get into that trade. Like sometimes I'll do it. Like sometimes if I have very, very high conviction that we have like a super nice draw of liquidity up here, like sometimes I'll do it, you know, but most of the time I would like to kind of wait for the inversion of the 5 minute. But like, you know, if you know you took out liquidity, you're inside this higher time frame PD array, you're launching up super, super strong, I'll take it here, you know, like, so it's like a case by case scenario, you know, it's different. By the way, I'm not in this. I never took it. I thought about it, but I didn't. But yeah, so this, you know, it really depends. It really depends. Most of the time, I would say the 5 minute is stronger, but the 1 minute, like the lower time frame will yeah, most of the time the higher time frame is stronger, but the lower time frame will usually get you with a better entry. So it just depends on how confident you are in the play. If it's like, if it's like kind of like with the trend, so obviously, you know, there's like trend plays, right? There's like trend plays where you get in like with the trend. If it's like with the trend, I would say kind of like, I would say you don't have to be as like, I would say you can take it off the lower time frame if there's like a 5 minute up there or something like that. But then if it's a, because then, you know, that way it's like, okay, we're probably going to continue. But then if it's like a reversal, you know, it's like it can easily just pull back into that higher time frame PD rate and then inverse back down, right? And then that could be a short down, right? So I would say if you're doing like a reversal play, I would say wait for the higher time frame flip. But then if you're doing a trend take, you know, then I would say do the, you know, go with the lower time frame. Yeah, there's no volume. Like this is how it's been the last few nights. This is how it's been. Like it's been absolute garbage. It's been absolute garbage. No problem, no problem. Yeah, I mean this, like, look at the price action that we've had since we hopped on. That's like peak. It's like peak price action, right? Like it does not get better. I'm kidding. It's horrible. Price action's horrible. You know, like it was kind of moving like around here. Well, I mean, wait, that's oh no, never mind. That was yesterday's candle. Well, previous, you know, earlier today, New York. Yeah, I mean, it's like delivery's been pretty bad this entire session. We've moved around 50 points. 50 points is our range. Yeah. Like here's our session low right here. We'll call it Asia low. Make it black. And then here's session high. You know, like either way, doesn't matter what the market does. We will be doing an Apex giveaway at 35 likes. So let's see if we can hit that. This is Asia high right here. You know, like I said, if we do get that acceleration through this inversion, we'll look for pretty much Asia low. look at the 5 minute real quick. Ooh, we got a nice little 5 minute gap too. So like here, you know, we have overlapping gaps, RZ. So like I'm gonna draw both of them. I'm just gonna draw both. I'll probably delete one of them in a few minutes, but just to kind of see what's, you know. So there's a few things that we can do here. So one, you know, we can take out this internal low. All right, we can take out that internal low right there, and then we can inverse back up super strong, inversing a gap, and that could be a long area. Or if we just slam through this, then we could look for the Asia low. So that's kind of what we're looking for now, right? Let's see, what's the news for tomorrow? Let's take a look at the news. Powell's speaking again. He's speaking again tomorrow. $30 minutes into market open. All right, so we did just tap into that 5 minute gap. You know, let's see what happens. I would say, you know, we are taking out this internal low. I would say if we inverse this gap right here, right? So if we inverse this 1 minute gap, then we can look for our longs. If we sell through and close below this, then we can look for Asia low, right? And you guys know that, you know, I trade most of my stuff during New York, during Asia, especially with this, like, you know, the bad delivery we've had a few days during Asia. Like, I just go just one account during Asia, very light size. Yeah, just kind of hang out on YouTube and stuff. It's fun hanging out. All right, so we are in that 5 minute gap here. Let's see what we do. You know, again, if we accelerate through this fair value gap, we'll look for that Asia low. If we start accelerating higher and we inverse that 1 minute gap up top, we'll probably look for, you know, the Asia high. So Asia high, and then further past that gap fill right here, and then the yesterday's high. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can get something here. Got 35 seconds left on this candle. Are we gonna push through? When is this 5 minute close? 30 seconds on the 5 minute. Let me get everything ready on my account just in case if we do inverse it. All right. Oh, ooh, a little bit of a bounce right there last minute. Let's see. So we got 10 seconds. Are we gonna hold the CE? Are we gonna hold the CE, guys? Or are we gonna? Close right below the CE. Okay. So yeah, you know, we have a little fair value gap right here, bigger fair value gap right here. Yeah, we'll see. It's getting a little interesting right now. Getting a little interesting. So, you know, like I said, we do have a small fair value gap right here. So if you are super aggressive long, you can take it off that, but it's tiny, you know, like, I mean, it would get you at a you know, ridiculous entry. It'd get you a ridiculous entry for sure. but you know, I would like a little bit of a, you know, continuation through this. All right, a nice little push right there. Nice little push. Okay. Did this one inverse? No, this one closed at the very tick, very tick of that gap right there. So, you know, like I said, you know, if we inverse this gap, I will get long. If we inverse this gap, I will get long. Probably something like that. And I would look for Asia high. I would go break even here, and then I would look for Asia high, and then maybe I'll leave some for yesterday's high. But you know, that is you know, we could just be pulling back to continue lower, so that's why I do want to kind of wait for that confirmation here. You know, I'm curious. Do you guys? Let's see. Wolf said he missed his entry. Ooh. Don't worry, there'll be more entries. Do you guys wait for more confirmation, or do you guys like to get in early and have that higher R, but like kind of have like the lower or like the higher risk, you know, like high risk, high R, or like, you know, the more or the lower risk, lower R. What do you guys like? Wolf says he likes to get in early. Very nice, very nice. Early because my strategy works best. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, like there's no right or wrong answer. You know, it just depends on what you like. All right, so we got 20 seconds left here. If we do inverse, I will get long. $10 seconds here. 10 seconds. We'll take a stab right there. 5, 4. Yeah, there you go. All right, I am in. All right, so you know, like I'm trying it. I'm trying it. I'm dabbling. Let me see what my average is. Let's see, 22422. So 42250. 42250. My average is 4. Oh wait. Right there. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for Asia high. If we do get there, I'm going to hold some up to here. I'll probably try to trail it out. You know, I do like this. If we do start slamming lower and we inverse this 5-minute gap, right, then we'll probably look for Asia low. But as right now, you know, we're showing some bullish movement. So we have this little gap right here, which we have to inverse. It's a micro gap. It's a quantum world gap from Ant-Man. But yeah, break even will be right here. These wicks. So break even, that is break even. Take profit is Asia high. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, tapped into a 5-minute gap, strong buy sequence. You know, inverse this gap right here. Let me kind of clean this up a little bit. So yeah. Good luck, Tamara. Good luck. Hopefully we get some good delivery. You know, whenever like what I've noticed during Asia is like these little gaps, like they look tiny, but they can actually like do some stuff. Like they can actually kind of hold, and you know, it's very interesting. Not like New York. It's different, a lot different. So yeah, you know, if we do fail to push to these highs and we inverse back down here and we inverse that 5 minute, I'll look for that Asia low. But yeah, that's the plan right now. You know, so far we tapped in the gap, tap the CE, strong buy sequence up. You know, let's just see if that delivery's there, right? Because we did, yeah, I mean, so it's solid. You know, it's solid. This is the play. We just need delivery. I mean, you know, we could just do this for next, you know, hour, right? Because, you know, I guess, you know, I mean, like we did take out this low right here, and we got that buy sequence back up here. You know, it's like, but like we got to see continue, like that's something that we've not seen throughout Asia the past few days. Is we've not seen like that just momentum, that delivery. You know, sometimes Asia has it. And sometimes it just does not, you know, like you'll get something and it just dies out. It just starts chopping. You know, which is super important. And like again, like that's one of the big reasons why I don't trade my like all my funded accounts stacked together on during Asia session. Is because it, like, most of the time just there's not really good delivery. You know, I stack all my funded and I trade my live account during New York. I just trade one account during Asia for that reason. The market doesn't do anything. Like every now and then you kind of get something, but especially like lately, like it goes through phases. Sometimes it's awesome, you know. Sometimes Asia's awesome, but then most of the time it's just like this, you know. Remember, guys, at 35 likes, we will do a giveaway, Apex giveaway. back to break even. We're up 1 tick, guys. We are up 1 tick. We're up huge. We're up huge. I like the look of this. Like as long as we get that delivery, they like I like the look of it. I did, Wolf Shirt. That's what this was right here. So we did wick through that micro gap. We did wick through it. Let's see if we can close above it. See if we can continue this right here. We just want to see some continued delivery. You know, like Asia, like past few days, it'll give you like 2-3 candles, like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna go, and then it just kind of does not do it. But you know, it'll chop for 45 minutes. So let's see if today's different. Let's see if today's different during Asia. You know, like that's one thing that, like throughout like my first kind of years of trading and stuff, is, you know, like I used to think like, okay, like here's the setup, like whenever I get the setup, like that's like I should trade it, right? But like you gotta have like, you know, like it took me a while to understand it's not just the setup, right? Like you can have an A+ setup, but if the market conditions are not right, like there's a good chance that it's just not going to, you know, play out, right? It's you gotta have good delivery. I know I've said that like a million times on the stream, but it's very, very, very important. Let's go check ES, see what ES is doing over here. Same thing. So ES doing the same thing. Exact same. It looks so similar. Yeah. Looks a lot more robotic though. We do have equal highs? Yeah, we do. So equal highs here on ES. We have some equal highs right there. Mark that out. Did we tap into the gap over here? Yeah, we did. Did tap into the gap. 5-minute gap. 5-minute gap looks better on ES. And then the 1-minute inversion, let's see. So was this one right? Yeah, this count right here. Let's see. So 5-minute gap right here. 1-minute inversion right here. So yeah, I mean, you know, pretty similar. Pretty similar. You know, we just want to see this thing continue higher. Just want to see it continue higher here. Just want to continue that buy sequence. Robert, what's up? What's up, Robert? Does Asia have the delivery? Check ES. I will be watching this. Like if ES takes out the high before NQ, I will watch it and kind of see what to do from there. Because, you know, I don't really want like bearish SMT with ES. So slammed it right down. You know, hopefully there's just like a pullback just to continue higher here. We'll see. You know, we'll see. We'll see. If you were on stream last night, our idea was great. I mean, we had the perfect idea, but we got wicked out. Like there was a 1 minute candle, it was like 30 points, and it wicked us out, and then just launched our target. Well, I wouldn't say launched, but let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, right here. We did take the ES version, but it's the same thing on NQ. We got in, I don't know where we got in somewhere like, was it this? I don't know. I think it was like this. I think it was something like that maybe. I don't know. And our stop was like right there, and we were targeting up there. I think it was like that or something. I don't know. It was something like that. It was something along these lines. And maybe it might have been. Yeah, no, it was something like that. And you can see this thing, just this 1 minute candle just ran down. $23 points, and then flipped up and closed, 30 points. And then from there it ran up. So that was last night. So like we had the right idea, just there's nothing we could do about that. So, we want to see a continuation here, obviously. Is anyone in a trade right now? Is anyone in a long? Anyone in a short? Let's check the volume right now. Wolfshirt says he's long. Good luck. Yeah, volume, let's see. Check this. Okay. Pretty low, very low compared to Mod says he's long and heavy. Good luck. Good luck, guys. No trades right now. Very nice market. Shirk. I mean, like, look at the volume. Like, look at this. 1,700, 1,700, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Compared to now, we're looking at like 50. Yeah, no, this is exactly why, guys. This is exactly why you do not stack accounts during Asia, right? No, I don't think anyone should be stacking accounts going full size during Asia. Cuz they're just like it doesn't have the momentum. It's like you can see your setup, it just doesn't have the momentum, at least the last few days, like week and a half, probably like week and a half, 2 weeks. It's just been garbage. And like New York AM has been solid. New York AM has been great. But Asia, no bueno. Asia, no bueno. You just like, if you get into a trade during Asia, like just expect to be in it for at least like 30 minutes. Let's see, what's London like? Let's go see what London's like. What time does London start? I don't even know. I don't trade London. You know, like that. Like, see, like this is movement. You know, like right here around midnight. This is some actual movement. You know, that's good. You know. Compared to, like, you know, this is good. You know, taking out lows, moving higher, got some decent, you know, candles. Compared to this, look at that. You know. Let's look at ES. ES looks like there's probably 2 people trading this thing right now. Yeah. 14 right here. 17 contracts have been traded. 18. There's not a single person trying to mark it in right here. Not a single person for the last like 5 seconds. We're still at 18. 19. Like, if you guys want to move the market, like this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Here, someone on a live account, just go on NQ and just buy like, just go to MNQ, buy like, I don't know, 20 contracts. You'll probably move it. Gold. I've never taken a trade on gold. I don't really know how it moves. When's like the best time to trade gold? Is it New York? Yeah, it looks like New York. Yeah. London. I mean, like this is, you know, we're still just in this, you know. Like, I liked it because we took out the low. Tapped into the 5 minute, got the buy sequence. We just there's no continuation. It doesn't want to do anything. Does not want to do anything right here. Asian for gold. Ooh, whoa, look at that. Look at that. Yo. Just chopping. Zero delivery. Zero. And like, if we do like inverse here, like, you know, what, like, how, like, it probably won't continue down to Asia low. You probably just like do this, then do this, then do, you know, it's not the time to trade. Not the time to trade right now. Wolf Shirt says he's adding here. Good luck. You know, I mean, like, NQ did show some weakness by not being able to push up higher. Look at this. Pull back. We couldn't make a new high. Could not, and then they failed. Looks like sellers, you know, kind of stepped in right there. So, you know, we'll see if the sellers can try to continue. But I don't think so, you know. We're just in this. Just in that. Asia's been garbage recently. Past 2 weeks, Asia's been horrendous. All right, so there's just took out that low right there. We'll watch this 5 minute gap here. We'll watch the 5 minute gap. If we do inverse here, then we'll look for that Asia low short, and that'll be the final trade of the session. You're right, Market Shark. You're right. You're right. This is not. Yeah. This is like. I mean, this is like. Yeah. This is like paper trading like territory. Like this is. Yeah. This is no. This is not the place. Not the place to be trading. Timothy, what's up? Yeah, just in this range. Just in the range right here. Like look at this action right here compared to this morning. This morning was great, just straight run up, A little bit wiki at first, a little bit wiki for sure, but we actually moved, Actually moved here. You just don't really get that momentum. Like during Asia, you'll get like little pops for you'll like what I'm noticing is for Asia, you'll get like little just pops and then like it won't continue. So you really gotta kind of give yourself like an early entry, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. We have a gap right here, a little 1 minute gap. Range, guys. Just range. Just range. Gold's moving. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, like, you know, like, I don't really want to touch this. I really don't want to touch this. I'll just wait for New York. This is the final trade right here of the session. Final trade of the session right here. But I really don't think I want to sit here for another 35 minutes. So I'll probably hop off in about a minute or two. Let's see, are we at 35 likes? No. So we'll probably do the giveaway tomorrow during we'll do the giveaway tomorrow during the New York stream. The Apex account. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, I'll hop off here. You know, I like hanging out here on the Asia stream. I like hanging out on the Asia stream, but I just hate the price action during Asia. You know, like I just hate the price action during Asia, but I do like hanging out here. So yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we can see what happens here, but yeah. There's no continuation with Asia. No continuation. It's like little pops, you know, it just does like little spurts. Which is not really it's not really how I trade, you know. Not at all. If possible, try to pick me for giveaway. All right. But yeah, the giveaway will be tomorrow during the stream. You know, that's during the New York stream, obviously, in the Discord. So if you do want to join that, feel free to join that. You know, it's free. That's where we do our real trading. That's where we actually trade. You know, our funded we stack our funded accounts. We share our live account and everything. So that's where we do that. During Asia, we just trade one account, but that's where we stack. That's where we stack and actually trade. During New York. But yeah. Yeah, I'll hop off there. So thanks for watching, guys. You know, I'll be back on tomorrow morning, so excited for that. And yeah. By the way, tonight is the last night for the Apex giveaway, or for the Apex 80% off. So you can use code GC Trading for that. But yeah. You can trade Asian and I'll trade New York. That's funny. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you later. Adios.